BMW has released details of the all-new third-generation 2023 X1, which will go on sale in the US sometime during the fourth quarter of 2022. The X1 is a subcompact luxury crossover SUV, and it's the smallest SUV the German automaker currently produces. Let's be honest right from the start, though. The X1 has never been one of the most exciting or desirable small SUVs in the market. Despite the fact it's a BMW, it's not as though anything is particularly wrong with the first two generations of the X1. They just weren't very interesting or attractive. The outgoing 2022 BMW X1 is a decent vehicle that does what you ask of it. But it isn't much of a looker, is it? It copes with normal driving well and can even be enjoyable to drive on a winding road. In true BMW SUV style, however, the ride can definitely be described as on the firm side. The exterior design of the all-new X1 sends a clear message. BMW is raising its game, and this all-new X1 combines everyday versatility with rugged sophistication, in a package that's as ready to tackle rough terrain as it is the daily commute. The new model has grown in length by 1.7 inches to 177.2 inches, by 0.9 inches in width to 72.6 inches, and 1.7 inches in height to 64.6 inches. The 106-inch wheelbase is also 0.9 inches longer, but what's 0.9 inches between friends? BMW claims the new model is better to drive than its predecessor, but there wasn't much wrong in that area anyway. On the inside, the new X1 can accommodate up to 5 adults and a decent amount of cargo in a versatile cargo area. And because it's now wider, both the driver and front passenger benefit from a welcome increase in shoulder and elbow room. The rear seat backrests are configured in a 40-20-40 split, and these can be folded down to further expand the impressive luggage capacity of the new X1. But what will we find under the hood of the new X1? We all know BMW makes sensational engines, and the fact the X1 is an entry-level model doesn't mean there's any compromise in this vital area. The chosen power plant is still a 2-liter twin-power Turbo 4, but it has been revised for the 2023 model year. The revised power unit now incorporates a Miller combustion cycle, as well as a new dual injection system and a revised combustion chamber geometry. The power unit now develops 241 horsepower, and torque has increased to a substantial 295 pound-feet. The engine is mated exclusively to a new 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, which sends the power to all 4 wheels of the X1 xDrive 28i and should be able to get you from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 6.2 seconds. Of course, a BMW wouldn't be a BMW if there wasn't huge encouragement for you to spend more to upgrade from the basic model, and the new X1 is no different. For example, adaptive M suspension is available as an option for the first time on the 2023 BMW X1 xDrive 28. You can be sure the press cars the media get to drive ahead of the new X1 going on sale will all be fitted with it, and you can also be sure they'll wax lyrical about it and suggest you shouldn't consider buying a new X1 without it. Other advanced features include near actuator wheel slip limitation for extremely quick, precise response, an integrated braking system that optimizes handling characteristics, and something called Driving Assistance Professional. We could go on and on about the intricacies of Driving Assistance Professional, but all you really need to know is that it's yet another step closer towards autonomous driving. That's right. The makers of the ultimate driving machines are now building vehicles that need less driving. You really couldn't make this stuff up. So, is the all-new BMW X1 going to be any good, and should you get ready to buy one? Well, to be fair, it is better looking than the previous 2 generations. The new model is also a big leap forward in terms of its driving and driver assist technology. Unfortunately, it still looks to be about as interesting as a bowl of cold porridge. Yes, it will probably be great to drive, and it also has plenty of BMW badges on it, which is what matters for a lot of people. But for a base MSRP of $38,600 plus $995 destination, we think there are plenty of better ways to spend that kind of money on a new vehicle, and there are definitely plenty of better-looking ways to spend that much cash. Well, that's it for now, but don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video, especially if you like hearing the truth about new vehicles rather than warm platitudes from reviewers who want to stay on the right side of the manufacturers.